Thank you.
Thank you.
He said you sit over there and Coach Cook's in the middle.
Okay, we're now joined by George Rogers Clark, their head coach, Josh Cook. Also joined by student athletes number 11, Jerone Morton, and number 15, Jared Wellman. Guys, we're going to have Coach give you an opening statement just on how you thought the game went. Was it what you expected? And just the overall outlook on as you move forward to Friday.
I thought defensively, like I told our guys in the locker room, defensively, that's one of the best efforts I've been around. Our guys sit down and guarded. They guard their actions, they guard their actions well. They communicated. Oldham County does such a great job with their system. You've really got to sit down and guard certain actions well, as far as also, guarding the post well, because they have such good size inside. But our guys, defensively, they really made a great effort to sit down and guard tonight.
Got a question from Evan Dennison. He said, "I thought the ball movement against their zone for the first 3 quarters got you guys a lot of open looks."
Yeah, you got to. They're so long too, so your passes really have to have some zip to them, and the spacing and timing has to be on point. But it was something we practiced. I feel like we got better at it. I feel like the flow of the game, we started dictating that a little bit better, where our guys were reacting, not as much watching. And then once we got tired legs, it did give us some more problems because, obviously your passes get a little, they get a little more lazy and things like that. But our guys were tough tonight. Our guys made great plays at the right time.
Talk about the guys sitting next to you, just what they meant to you tonight.
These guys are awesome. These 2 guys were a huge part just as well last year, winning a regional championship. They were hungry to play here. They're leaders. They make plays at the right time, and they adjust to, that one thing about our guys, that they want to play defense as well. Both these guys can score a ton of points, but they're also, most nights guarding the other team's best shooter or best playmaker. And so these guys right here are true leaders for a basketball team.
Brian Milam has a question about your defense, especially in the 3rd quarter, was tough on them. Your thoughts?
I'm proud because, if you look at basketball and you watch it as far as the coaching aspect, the first half defensively, the guys are in front of you. So you're getting to help them. So, it just shows how mature, how much our guys have grown. The second half, you're guarding on the other end. So coach sees a play, he can't really tell you. It comes down to their leadership and toughness. And, our guys, we love to run and play and press and get out. But, tonight we knew to win this game, we had to sit out and guard. And, these guys right here showed some leadership and done a great job.
Jerone, you can first answer, and then Jared as well. Evan Dennison wants to know, you guys are known for your offense, but what has gotten into you as far as being so locked in on the defensive end for the last couple of weeks?
Just trying to lock down the other team's best player, trying to focus up on them, get stops so we can win the games.
Tournament time, scores come down, and it's all about guarding. You got to get the stops. Get stops, you get a score. So those go well with each other.
Jason Frakes question: Oldham had pulled within 5 points late in the 2nd quarter, and you got 2 late baskets to go up 9 at halftime. Did you sense a momentum change there, Coach?
I do believe basketball is a game of rhythm. So, yeah, the momentum can shift, and even you saw it. You've got to, every now and then, like when the kid hit a couple of threes there late in the game, he came off with an action with a handoff and the ball screen, and number 4 hit those. The momentum was getting ready to shift, and a couple of our guys made some big plays to get it back. So, yeah, first half, definitely, I think it kind of also helped our guys kind of believe, like, hey, if we sit down, lock down, and guard, we can really make something special here.
Brian Milam also has a question for Jerone. He says, you didn't score in the 1st quarter, but you stayed patient. What did you see from Oldham, and how did you finally get loose?
My teammates started seeing me open in their little 2-2-1 press. It's about how I got going, just knocking down my shots.
Jared Peck, Lexington Herald leader. What was affecting your rhythm in the 3rd and 4th? Seemed like you had a chance to put it away, but then they clawed back.
Like he said, we got a little bit of tired legs there, so we had to, mess with our head a little bit, and they went on a little run. So we had to be patient with it and, get our heads right and then sit down and score.
This will be the last call for questions on our chat. We'll take a couple seconds here. We do have one from Evan Dennison. We'll let this one be our finale. Coach, seeing E-Town today will be a complete contrast from what you saw tonight. What is the key heading into that one?
I think it's handling their pressure, which, arguably I'm going to make this statement. I think I got one of the better backcourts in the state of Kentucky. I think when they're playing, I think it's really important that we handle tomorrow the right way. We get focused, we understand, but also we got to save some legs. That's going to be an 11 o'clock game. E-Town can really score in a lot of ways. So, we got some size. We'll have to use that to our advantage. And I think it's going to be really important on our matchups, understanding who needs to guard what person and making sure we guard actions correctly. But, E-Town's really good. I got to give them credit. They can, they can get under pressure the basketball. When they make shots, they're really hard to guard.
Is that day off going to be important to you?
It's huge. It's huge. One thing, I think our guys are focused, though. I mean, I believe that just even the quick turnaround of this game, Saturday night was a regional championship game, then come back and play on a Wednesday. We only had 2 days to prepare for Oldham. So our guys, I'm sure, will be they'll be ready to watch film and get prepared.
All right, guys, we'll enjoy your off day, and then we'll be back here Friday. Okay.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank
Final score once again, Northwest 54, Oldham County 47. Till next time, from my partner Tom Gilly and Mike Montgomery. From the referee.
Now making the way to the podium is Oldham County High School, their head coach, Zerhusen. He will be joined by number 4, Samuel Campbell, and number 31, Tyler Slone. Just a reminder, if you could pop some questions into the chat, that's the way we're going to be getting it over to the participants. So we'll take a second here, and anyone who has questions for Oldham County. As we wait for that, Coach, give an opening statement on just what tonight, how it went for you, and just how you're feeling right now.
Obviously we're disappointed. You got to give Clark County, George Rogers Clark, a lot of credit, and Coach Cook over there. They got some heck of ball players. And they came out kind of taking it to us a little bit and hit some shots and bothered us, with their defense and their length and some things they were doing. And it took us a little bit, but once you get rolling there in the fourth quarter, you kind of see what we're capable of, and that's what makes it a little disappointing that you can see the shots and the defensive intensity that we had. And it's one of those you wish you could, rewind it and create that back at the beginning of the game, but give Clark County a lot of credit for that.
Had a question from Joey Koenig. It's for Coach Zerhusen. You applied three-fourth court pressure early in games throughout your run, but you opted to wait late into the game. What was the reasoning for that?
We started in it, and they were kind of getting some looks. We didn't quite have the energy that we needed to get pressure, and they were getting a little too easy looks on us. So we started going to our half court stuff a little bit, and it slowed them down to a point. And we just, we couldn't ever get enough stops in a row to get some continuity on offense and to get some easy baskets. We went back to it, and we just brought a lot more energy, and you saw the success from it. And that's what you got to have in these type of games. You got to have that kind of energy, and we brought it there at the end. It was just a little too late, a little too late.
We'll start out with Samuel. If you could just talk about, getting to Rupp Arena, and obviously you want to keep playing longer, but you still got a chance to come after such a different year and getting a chance to end the season here. Just what did that mean to you?
We've been hearing about this, playing here for 3 years now. Freshman year, we got to come here. We always wanted to do it ourselves, so it means a lot to us. Obviously, we wanted to make it farther, but it means a lot that we made it here and got to finish our career here.
And for Tyler, this is Jason Frakes, Courier Journal. Just seemed hard for you all to get in an offensive rhythm all night. Any specific reason? And anybody could chime in on that one.
I wouldn't really say it was anybody in particular, but we all were just kind of, I don't know if we were all just not ready for the game or if just wasn't right, but we were all really passive and not getting into the sets that we really needed to.
I think it's tough coming out first game, not really knowing what to expect sometimes. And, we've got seniors and guys that have been in these moments, but still it's a different atmosphere. The short turnaround from the region, and so, sometimes you come out and you're a little flat footed, and they took it to us at the beginning. Like I said, give them a lot of credit. you know, our guys were ready to go. You know, they were focused. It was just a matter of seeing that ball go in, break the ice, and it just took us a while. You know, and that just, you know, dug us a hole, and we were kind of trying to dig out of it the rest of the way.
This is Troy Howe. Says GRC has one of the top rebounding teams in the state, but you guys did so well on the boards tonight. Talk about that. And also, how good was Clark County's interior post defense?
Yeah, you know, we kind of challenge our guys, you know, with the length that we have, that we got to win the rebounding battle. And GRC, they've got, you know, big wings. They've got big guys inside. They do a good job of fighting for position. And, you know, our guys, and they fought, you know, and that's what made the difference there late. You know, in the beginning, we weren't fighting, and they were getting all of them. And so, you know, that's what it's about. Our guys went down swinging like we asked them to. You know, you kind of look at them and you see a little bit of us in them. You know, they've got some talented guys that are able to get downhill and to make some of those plays. And, you know, they did a good job of executing their game plan early and really threw us off balance. They were physical inside. You know, they were kind of bumping and pushing, and that's you got to be able to play through that in this type of game. You know, postseason, state tournament. You know, they're not going to call little hand check fouls and things like that. You got to be able to battle through and you know, work for position and finish through a little contact. And we did at times, but just not enough.
Final question for Coach. You graduate several seniors that have played key roles in your program. What have they meant to you and Oldham County basketball?
Oh man, you know, we kind of just had a cry session in there. You know, these guys, these two, along with the five others, shooting through our manager in there. He's been with us for 4 years. You know, they've been so special. You know, they've represented Oldham County in every way that we've asked them to, you know, as students, as leaders, as role models. Not just basketball players, you know, and I couldn't be more proud of these guys and what they're going to. You know, we got some going to play basketball. We got some going to the military to represent our country. We got, you know, guys that are going to do special things, and they've meant so much, and they've left a legacy, you know, for our younger guys to not just see how to play basketball, but see how to go about being, you know, a good representative of Oldham County basketball in our community as well. So super proud of them. You know, we hate to go out like we're going out and losing the first round, but, you know, we talked about remembering the special things. And so, you know, I hope that we can do that and look back at this and say, you know, we had a pretty special group. So I'm very proud of them.
All right. Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you, guys.